Okay, what we got going on here is the heater control, right? So I got the yellow, dark green, control A, control B. Because what's going on is that this here won't switch over. And the tip, I've used other TIPMs and it'll turn. But on this, you get these schematics or the connectors off of Mopar Connectors Repair. Just Google that. And then they'll ask you what year your vehicle is and your model at, and then you just find the pin. So what I did is I'll just type in, the best way to do is like, this is a 13 pin. So count how many pins are in your connector, and then just type in 13, 10, 12, or whatever. And then it'll tell you. And then this is your total integrated power, right? C4. And I'm looking for the yellow and dark green. And this is the gray with the 13 pin. So we'll go to the front here. And I've disconnected the C4 gray, right? And you're going to need a really small screwdriver. Okay. And what you're going to have to do is you got to get inside here. There's like a little clip that's holding the wire down. See, I already got one out. But you'll go in. There's a little tab in there that you got to pry up and pull the wire out at the same time. And you pull your wire out. I just got this purple wire out because I was just doing a test. But anyways, you got to crimp these down a bit so that it goes on the pin tighter, because this works for your headlights too. So on this truck, that TIPM wouldn't turn on the headlights. I would only get one high beam, and that was it, right? So turn the lights on. Lights working. Lights working, right? And that was the low beam. So I'll put it on high beams. High beam. Light is working. Light is working. None of those were working except for the one high beam. And then the connectors are the blue and the black. So you got to pull these wires out and crimp these down with your needle nose pliers so they fit on there tight, because they're just loose and it's not making a good contact. And for the right there. See right there? So that's your white gray wire and your white dark blue. So on right, that's your C5, which is this black guy. So now there's a white, they have a white keeper on there. Same with that one, but it's off because they just broke. But I think it's clipped in there tight, so it should never come out. Anyway, so the black one, right? For your high beam, right high beam, is the white gray wire. So the white gray wire's on there. You'll take that out. And this is for demonstration, right? But you'll squeeze that. You'll squeeze that. Till it's, and then just test fit it on there till it's tight. And you'll see the lights come on. And then the white dark blue is your left low beam driver, right? So you'll do the exact same thing on that one too. So that's the black connector. 10 pin C5. And then the we'll get because I've been fighting with this thing, man, forever. It'll probably be the last one. Okay, this one here. Okay, the blue connector, 14 pin C7. And then the white or right low beam driver is white tan. And then the left high beam driver is white light green. So I don't know why they did that. They mixed them up, put them on two different connectors, right? So here's your blue. You'll pull that out, crimp it down, right? Crimp it down, fit it on there till it's tight, and then put it all back in, and make sure when you stick these back in, your wire back in, that it clicks. You'll hear it click. Once it's clicked, stick it in. If your lights come on, that means it's working. But as far as I know, it's the connectors that are giving the grief. So what I'm going to do is, with that heater control, I can't really find the right wire for it, but I know with a different TIPM that this works. So for your headlights though, right? And just crimp it with your nose pliers, and then stick it on there. Make sure it's good and tight, and then probably put that electric grease in there after you got everything all secure. And I almost think that if you drive one of these trucks, go get another extra TIPM from the wreckers. Take your truck there, plug it in, make sure it starts, make sure it runs, and then just keep it in the back seat or something. Because if this thing fails, like if I would have known, I'd had no idea about these TIPMs, man. And if it fails on you in the middle, somewhere far away from home, you'll never know what's wrong. So with the crank no start, I had the same problem. The yellow wire on this brown connector, I think, brown. There's that one here. Yellow wire. No, so it was on the black one again. The blue one, maybe? Yeah, this wire here on the blue, that wire was not fitting on there tight. So if you have a no crank, that wire was not making a good contact. And as soon as I tightened it up, it worked. Hope that helps you. Hope that makes sense.